This is going to be a short video on Trump's recent policy involving transgender troops in the military. It's going to be pretty short because there's not much to say because he hasn't told us what's in the policy. It's one of those things. Either if you're talking about a legal document and you don't know the legalities, there's not much to say. One of the things I can say is that if it turns out to be as bad as we think it will be, and as Trump says it will be, one of the best places to fight this is Congress, because Congress is full of people who love the troops, or at least love going on TV and saying they love the troops. And Congress has a constitutional power over the regulations governing the military. Another way to fight this is going to be the courts, and how well that works will depend on the terms of the ban. Trump seems to be implying that he's firing everyone. If he's gone that far and he's firing everyone, it'll be really easy, because I doubt he can do it. And the reason is the Constitution, it's got its drawbacks. It's got some pretty huge drawbacks in terms of protecting freedom. But one of the areas it's very, very good is if you are middle class, that is wealthy enough to afford a lawyer, and you have enough social status that the courts will take you seriously. It is very hard to take money from you without something called due process of law. If you are in the military, and there are thousands of transgender troops in the military, and you've been there 19 years, so somebody in the military is transgender and has been there 19 years, you are 95% of the way to a pension for life. That's money. Trump can't take that away without due process. Due process is not a tweet. So, so I doubt it will go that far. So if Trump is trying to go that far, if Trump is trying to fire everyone in the military who's transgender, that just won't work. If he's trying don't ask, don't tell, that gets very, very tricky, partly because these people have been out in the military for quite some time at this point, and there have been no problems, and partly because he doesn't actually govern a lot of the stuff that relates to transitioning. So, for example, let's say you want to change your birth certificate to have the appropriate gender. That's done by your state of birth. Let's say you want to change your name. Well, that's also at the state level. It's your state of residence. The Army and Donald Trump cannot order those people around. So that it is slightly more likely to hold up in court than firing them all. I doubt it would work, and I doubt it would work even if it did. The most likely version is kind of don't ask, don't tell light, which is if you're trying to join the Army, you don't tell your recruiter. You lie to your recruiter. Because Trump has said he doesn't want trans troops in the military. The military already has a lot of ridiculous health requirements. If you've ever tried to join if you've ever tried to join, the list of health questions they ask is extensive, and some of them are almost as stupid as banning trans troops from joining. And the other aspect of this would be no longer paying for gender reassignment surgery or the other sorts of treatments, medical intervention that are required when people have gender dysphoria. So, this, in a lot of ways, this is the most likely. It would be very, very Trump to issue a policy that oppresses a minority group, saves the government money by refusing to pay for perfectly legitimate healthcare costs, and doesn't actually do much.